is this thing all out of whack? Is this normal? That's not bad. Okay. Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Time once again for Strat-O-Matic Baseball 1966 replay. Let me check this. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble lining this up today. Yeah, okay, that's good enough. Today, first of all, wow, I went to the gym today, and I hadn't been going because of all the company we've had. So, yeah, it beat the crap out of me. Hello, Frank. Hello, Strat-O-Matic Network. Hello, Kathy Harden. Strat-O-Matic Network, I'm assuming that's Jeff. At least I think it is. Anyway, we got a game today. So I'm going to take a deep breath, reach back for a little extra energy, and bring you the best game I can. It's the Braves at the Pirates, wrapping up a 3-game set. The Braves going for the sweep, believe it or not, of the Pirates. Braves won the first 2 of this series, and they'll send Denny LeMaster, the left-hander, to the mound to complete the sweep, or try to complete the sweep. The Pirates will counter it with righty Don Cardwell. Cardwell has not fared well in the replay so far. He's 3-5 with a very high 7.08 ERA. He's made 8 starts, 1 relief appearance, 40 2/3 inning of work. LeMaster's been pretty good. 5-4, 3.61, 12 starts, 2 complete games, including a shutout, 87 1/3 innings of work. Let's go ahead and give you the Braves lineup here. We'll get started. Eddie Matthews at third base leads it off. Woody Woodward is at shortstop. Hank Aaron in the 3 spot in right field. Felipe Alou will be in left. Mac Jones is in center field. Jones, the hero of Frank's pre-play. How many keeper leagues? 7. I like the logo, by the way. That's cool. Joe Torre in the 6th spot at first base. Rico Carney once again doing the catching. Felix Mion is at second base, and LeMaster, the pitcher, hitting at 9th. Cardwell's just about completed his warm-ups. Let's give you the umpires for today's game. Mel Steiner calling the balls and strikes. Al Barlick at first base. Augie Donatelli down at second. And Stan Landis at third. And greetings to Colin Merritt. Colin's with us today. And before we get started, I should also mention that we're just 18 subscribers away from the magic 500 mark, so subscribe if you haven't. Get a friend to subscribe. For some reason, I keep forgetting to write in that last pitcher's running rating. Okay, it's going to be a day. Another hot one here, 95. About another 30 seconds, we'll get started. And the umpire says, play ball. Cardwell ready to go. Up steps Eddie Matthews to lead it off. Eddie hitting .272 on the season, 6 home runs, 18 RBIs. Cardwell into the windup now. The pitch is a 4-9 left-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. Down goes Matthews. 1 away, and here's Woody Woodward. Woody on the season has his average up to .284 now. No homers, but 27 RBIs. Cardwell into the windup. Pitch to Woodward is a 2-3 right-handed. Foul ball left side. Pagan over to get it, and he makes the catch in foul ground for out number 2. That'll bring up Henry Aaron. Aaron hitting just .221, but a major league leading 22 home runs and 54 RBIs, which is second in the National League currently. Cardwell's pitch is a .211 right-handed. Aaron slices that one into right field. Clemente to cut it off. Aaron rounds and holds with a long single. Aaron thought about going to second, but with Clemente in right, thought better of it. Now Aaron at first, a star 19 Steeler. And I'm sure you've already noticed Cardwell's terrible +9 hold. +5, the most it could be, so Aaron 20 held at 18. And he's going to roll for it. He needs a 7. 6, just missed it. Here's Felipe Alou hitting .344. Leading hitter on the club with enough qualifying at bats. Carty's hitting .355. But Alou, .344, 6 home runs, 33 RBIs. Cardwell out of the stretch. Pitch to Alou is a 5-5. It's a slow roller to short. Charging it is Alley. He goes the short way to Maz for the force, and that'll do it. No runs a hit, 1 left. After half an inning of play, it's Atlanta 0. Pittsburgh coming to bat against Denny LeMaster. Troy Cannon with a huge year, you bet, Frank. And I was running the AC. I turned it off for the game. It's too loud. Here's the lineup for the Bucks. It's going to be Gene Alley leading off at shortstop. Manny Mota will be in center field. Alou sitting against the left-hander. Roberto Clemente in right field. Don Clendenin will be in the cleanup spot at first base. Jim Pagliarone to do the catching. Jose Pagan down at third base. More on that in a minute. Andre Rogers gets a rare start in left field. Note the defensive rating. Mazeroski is at second, and Cardwell the pitcher. In the who's hot, who's not, we have ice-cold Bailey. 5 for his last 25. No home runs, not a single RBI in his last 10. Coincidence or not, he's on the bench today. Good afternoon, Mike, and welcome. And Denny LeMaster takes the mound. LeMaster ready to go to work here as Gene Alley starts things off. Alley, the league's leading hitter at .372. 3 homers, 25 RBIs. LeMaster into the windup. The pitch is a 1-5 left-handed, and it's a hard ground ball left side through the 6-hole and into left field. It's a leadoff single for league leading hitter Gene Alley. Alley is star 15 Steeler. Let's look at the Braves battery. LeMaster with a -1 hold. But we have Carty with a +3 arm, so it's a +2 battery. 17. Alley will have to be held on at 15. He does have that 8 automatic caught right there, which will discourage him from trying for the lead. Alley is 1-1, 1 out of 2 in stolen base attempts. Manny Mota comes to bat hitting .326, second on the club, 4 homers, 18 RBIs. The left-hander from the stretch Comes in with a 5-12 right-handed. That's a ground ball to third base X. That's going to be Matthews, a 4-27. And here's the play. On a 5, he can't get it. That's down the line for extra bases. They're going to stop Alley at third on the double by Manny Mota. So the Pirates in business here in the first, second and third, nobody out, and Roberto Clemente coming to the plate. I don't think it's going to blend. Early in the game, the Braves will keep it back. Clemente on the year 306. One of 5 Pirate hitters batting over 300. Roberto, 8 homers, 36 RBIs. LeMaster gets the sign now. Pitch to Roberto. It's a 6-4 right-hander. It's a grounder to shortstop X. Tough chance for Woodward, 334. And here's the play. On in 18, he makes the play, and a run will score on the play. 6-3X. Alley scores. Mota to third. Give an RBI to Clemente, and it's 1-0 Pittsburgh. Clendenon at the plate. I'm going to roll for the infield, 1-0. And it'll be in for Clendenon. Clendenon hitting .297, just missing being the 6th Buck with a 300 or higher average. 11 homers, 36 RBIs, and his 24 extra base hits ranks among the league leaders. LeMaster's pitch, infield in. That's a 4-7 right-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. Big strikeout for LeMaster. That's the second out. Runner still at third base, and here's the catcher, Jim Pagliarone. Jim hitting .263 on the year, 6 home runs, 32 RBIs. LeMaster into the windup. 6'9 right-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. A fine job by LeMaster with a runner at third and less than 2 out. He fans Clendenon and Pagliarone, and the Pirates settle for 1 run on 2 hits and leave it man. LeMaster has been the second best starter for the Braves this year. Their best starter so far has been Wade Blasingame. Here's Cardwell now. And Mac Jones will lead off the second inning for Atlanta. Jones hitting .204, 3 homers, 8 RBIs. Finally has his average over the Mendoza line. We got several for the Pirates today. Pirates currently sole possession of second place, 32-22, thanks to the Phillies' loss yesterday. They're a half a game ahead of the third place Phillies. Cardwell into the windup. Here's to Jones is a 2-7 right-handed. He lifts it to center field. Mota drifting over and puts it away. The batter will be Joe Torre. Torre hitting .325 on the season, 8 home runs, and his 45 RBIs, second only to Aaron on the ball club. Cardwell gets his sign, the windup and the pitch. That's a 6-8 right-handed. That's going to be ripped into left field for a base hit. Double on a 1, and Torre will hold with the long single. 1 out single for Torre. That'll bring up the catcher. Never get tired of that, do we? The catcher, Rico Cardi. Cardi, .355, 4 homers, 17 RBIs. Cardwell working from the stretch. It's a 4-6 right-handed. Hard smash to third. Pagan goes down to Mazeroski for 1 to first, not in time. Cardi able to beat it out. And then with 2 down, it'll be up to Felix Mion, the second baseman, hitting just 175, 7 for 40. So it's moving into the second base starting job. Cardwell comes in with a 5-7 righty, and that's a grounder down to first, single to 14, and it's past Clendenin. Cardi had to wait, poor speed anyway, he'll stop at second. Okay. First and second, 2 down, the pitcher up. Denny LeMaster, a right-handed batter. Cardwell with a 2-10, just outside, and he walks him. Holy cow, and the Braves have loaded the bases with 2 outs in the second. To third goes Cardi. Mion down to second, and Eddie Matthews will come to bat with the bases loaded and 2 down. Pagliarone out to the mound now to check on Cardwell, try to settle him down a little bit. Never a good sign when you walk the opposing pitcher. Cardwell struck out Matthews to open the game. Now gets his sign. The pitch on a 5-8 left-handed grounder, second base X. That's the Gold Glover Mazeroski. This should do it. 28 on a 17, and it does. Maz makes it look easy, and the side is retired. 4-3X. No runs, 2 hits. The Braves leave the bases full, and the chance goes a-begging. Here's Denny LeMaster now. Jose Pagan will lead it off. The right-hander playing third base today. Comes in at just 211. 2 homers, 6 RBIs. Weed and Clover? Or Clover and Weed? LeMaster with the windup. 3-5 left-handed. He pops him up left side. Woodward waving his arms. He'll take it. Thinking of Woodward makes me think, where the hell is Michael? Our biggest Woodward fan. Andre Rogers getting a rare start in left field. Done a nice job off the bench for the Pirates. 10 for 34. It's a .294 average. However, he is still looking for his first RBI of the season. The Masters pitch on a 4-5 right-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. That's the third K for LeMaster. And with 2 down, Bill Mazeroski steps to the plate. Maz batting .303, 2 home runs, 29 RBIs. The windup and the pitch. That's going to be a 1-9 left-hander. Comebacker, LeMaster snags it and tosses it to Torrey to end the inning. A 1-2-3 inning for Denny LeMaster, and through 2, it's Pirates 1, Braves nothing. Don Cardwell ready to go to work in the third. Woodward, Aaron, and Alou due for Atlanta. Woodward 0 for 1 today. Cardwell gets the sign from Pagliarone. The pitch to Woody is a 4-8 right-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. Strikeout number 2 for Don Cardwell, 1 down. And up to the plate steps Hank Aaron. He singled his first time up. Cardwell with the pitch. That's going to be a 5-7 righty. Grounder to first base, single to 14. That's going to be knocked down by Clendenin, but he has no play. It'll go as an infield hit for Hank Aaron, and he's 2 for 2. Held at 18. He's going to roll for it. Needs a 7. 6, just missed it again. Runner at first, one out. Here's Felipe Alou. Cardwell now working out of the stretch. 6-6 right-handed. The fly ball to straightaway center. Mota is there, and there's 2 away. And it'll be up to Mac Jones. Aaron takes his lead. Cardwell a glance at first from the stretch. 5-5 lefty, a grounder to second. Mazeroski gloves it. Sidearm flip to Clendenon, and that'll do it. No runs, a hit, 1 left. Yeah, they can ill afford a strike. We all remember what happened in '94. My opinion, I think it's a lot of posturing. The owners cannot afford the strike. The players can't either, but maybe more so than the owners. Or to put it another way, the players will listen to their union. The owners are going to have to make some concessions. Bottom of the third, Cardwell will lead it off. He's a right-handed batter, preferably facing Lemaster. The left-hander lines and deals. 2-6, struck him out. That's strikeout number 4 now for Lemaster. Turns the lineup over, and here's Gene Alley. Lemaster into the windup. 3-8 left-handed, hit high and deep to left field. Alou going back. It's going to be over his head for extra bases. Alley's into second standing with a 1-out double. And Alley's amazing season continues. 2 for 2 today. Came in hitting .372. And welcoming in Larry and Colin and unmitigated. Exactly, Colin. It nearly did. It took Ripken's streak and the McGuire-Sosa home run battle to get people back. Plus, the game is finally drawing more younger fans for the first time in probably 20 years. Yeah, they can't afford to mess with it now. And there's Ben Witz. Howdy, Ben. Had to stop at Menards. I don't know what that is. A restaurant or a quick stop, probably. Yeah. Runner at second, 1 down. Here's Manny Mota, who doubled his first time up. Lemaster gets the sign. The pitch is a 4-5 right-handed. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Strikeout number 5 for Lemaster now. And here's Roberto Clemente with a runner in scoring position. Lemaster with the pitch. 1-9 left-handed. Called strike 3, and Lemaster strikes out the side. Holy cow. So Lemaster in the first inning with a runner in scoring position and less than 1 out struck out 2. And now after a double, he strikes out 2 more. That's 6 strikeouts now for Lemaster in just 3 innings of work. For the Pirates, no runs, a hit, 1 man left on. Yeah, that's not going to happen, Ben. The only way that would happen is if we quit paying for it, because it's strictly a supply and demand commodity. If we keep causing the demand, they're going to raise the price on the supply. It's really as simple as that. Hang on, I got to figure out what Menards is. Save big money at Menards. Frank knows what it is. I, on the other hand, do not. Okay, that's where you work. Like a Lowe's Home Depot. Alrighty. Home improvement, yeah. Well, see, that's where I screwed up. I was thinking of the TV show. Yeah, I've been watching that on streaming again lately. Torrey, Cardy, and Mion. Torrey singled his first time up. Cardwell into the windup. Pitch is going to be a 5-9 right-handed. It's a grounder to short X. That's going to be Gene Alley, 217. Alley into the hole now. On a 12, that's the E-range. It's a 3 on a 17. This is going to be trouble. Alley's throw pulls Clendenin off the bag, and he will be charged with an error. First error of the ball game. Torrey, slow as a snail, standing at first base, and here's Rico Cardy. No speed demon himself. Cardwell out of the stretch. 2-6 right-handed. That's ripped into right center. Double to 3. On the base hit, Torrey takes third. Clemente had to go away to pick that one up. And the Braves, with runners at the corners and nobody out, have Felix Mion at the plate. Slow speed on the bases. Let's take a look at the ground ball A's here. A lot of ground ball A's for Mion. They're going to play it at double play depth. Yes, Jeff, but they obviously do, or they wouldn't keep paying it. Okay, here we go. Runners at the corners. Infield back. The pitch to Felix Mion is a 1-3. Foul ball left side. Pagan over by the rail and makes the catch. It's a big out for Cardwell. Oh, I'm sure they get some write-offs. LeMaster, a B bunter. And the Pirates will pull it in, making him a C. The Master lays it down. That's a 4C. That's good enough to get it done as he bunts it to the pitcher. Straight sack, no squeeze. That just moves Cardy to second. So second and third, 2 down. It'll be up to Eddie Matthews. Woody Woodward on deck. Cardwell into the windup. That's going to be a 6-9 right-handed, and that ball is hit deep to right field. Backing up is Clemente at the track, at the wall. It is gone. Eddie Matthews launches a 3-run, 2-out blast, and the Braves take the lead 3-1. 3 big RBIs there for Matthews. Torrey and Cardy score ahead of him. So on the 6-9, homer to 19, of course, Eddie has the power, rolls the 7. And for Matthews, that's home run number 7 on the season. Matthews on the downslope of his career by this point, but he still had some pop. Cardwell getting a new ball. Woody Woodward steps to the plate. 0 for 2 today. Cardwell gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Woodward. It's a 2-3. Foul ball, left side. Pagan, he's got it. And that retires the side. 3 big ones for the Braves, though, on the home run. Let's see here now. Out, single. All 3 runs unearned, charged to Cardwell. Small consolation to Don. We go to the bottom of the 4th, 3-1 Atlanta. And thank you, Unmitigated, for stepping in for Michael. You know, in fairness, he came into the game hitting 284. That's Woodward, I mean. And without a home run, 27 RBIs isn't bad. It'll be Clendenin, Pagliarone, and Pagan as we go to the bottom of the inning. Lemaster into the windup. It's going to be a 3-7 left-handed, right in the heart of his good column. He rolls it to short. Woodward has it, throws him out. Here's Pagliarone, struck out in the 1st. Lemaster gets the sign. Pitch on a 1-7, just outside, ball 4. A 1-out walk to Pagliarone. No threat to run, of course. And here's Pagan. Lemaster from the stretch. 2-8 left-handed, hard smash to 3rd. Matthews to Mion for 1, to Torrey, double play. 5-4-3, that ends the 4th. And after 4, it's 3-1 Braves. Braves. Were the Braves to win this game, they would sweep the 3-game series from the Pirates. I highly doubt if anybody predicted that going into this series. The Pirates in 2nd place in the National League. Braves 27-31. Moving along to the 5th, Hank Aaron will start it off. The heart of the Braves order due up. Aaron 2 for 2 on the day. Cardwell into the windup. That's going to be a 5-2 righty, and he walks him. So Aaron aboard. Held at 18, trying to roll that 7 for the 3rd time. Does not get it. And here's Olu. Felipe 0 for 2. Cardwell working from the stretch. That's going to be a 6-6 right-handed. He lifts it to center field and playable. Mota is there and makes the catch. Aaron retreats to 1st. Here's Jones now 0 for 2. Cardwell out of the stretch. It's a 6-11 left-handed. Jones lines one into right field. Open single. Aaron can go to 3rd. 16-18. Clemente a -5 arm makes it 13. With 1 out, they're going to send him. Clemente's throwing, and he guns him down. How about that? A rifle throw from Clemente from right, guns down Aaron at 3rd. And on the 18, Jones stays at 1st. Huge play by Roberto Clemente. And isn't that what he was known for? Atlanta third base coach is thinking, I ought to have my head examined for sending him. Here's Torrey now, 1 for 2. Cardwell from the stretch. That's going to be a 6-4 right-handed. Grounder third base X. That's a tough chance for Pagan. Pagan a 325. Here's the play on a 1. He's not going to get it. That's a base hit. Rounding and headed for third is Jones. That makes Clemente's throw look even bigger now. Runners on the corners. 2 down. And here's Rico Cardi. Cardi 1 for 2. Cardwell's 6 starter endurance, so that's not an issue as he gets set to pitch to Rico Cardi. And here's the pitch. It's going to be a 4-8 swung on and missed, strike 3. Huge strikeout there from Tom Cardwell. And the Braves come up empty in the 5th, partly due to Roberto Clemente. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left on. We're halfway home in a 3-1 ball game. It's pretty clear at this point that the Milwaukee Brewers are the team to beat. Okay, LeMaster getting ready to work the bottom of the inning, and it's the bottom third of the Pittsburgh order. Rogers will start it off. Andre struck out in the 2nd. LeMaster gets the sign from Rico Cardi, and here's the pitch. That's a 4-9 right-handed. It's a high fly ball to deep left field, but it's a single. Single to 15. That's a base hit for Rogers, who's a weak. W both ways for Andre Rogers. That's okay. They need 2 runs, not just 1. Here's Maz 0 for 1. LeMaster out of the stretch. 2-5 left. He gets a grounder to short. Woodward to Mion for 1. To Torrey 6-4-3 double play. And just like that, that rally is snuffed out. And here's Cardwell. 5th inning he bats. 6-12 grounder pitcher X. That's a good fielding pitcher. 2-E-0. The roll on a 5, 9 on an E0. Fine play by LeMaster, and the side is retired. So the Braves twice have gotten double plays when they needed them, and through 5 lead at 3-1. First endurance inning for Cardwell. It'll be Mion, LeMaster, and Matthews. Truer words were never spoken, Larry. With so many teams in the playoffs now, it's basically a roll of the dice. You got to be hot at the right time. Felix Mion will lead off the 6th. He's 1 for 2. Cardwell gets the sign. The wind-up on the pitch is a 1-6. Routine grounder to short, scooped by Alley, over to Clendenin, 1 down. Here's LeMaster now. He will bat. He's a right-handed hitter. On a 5-2, Cardwell walks him for the 2nd time. That's going to get him stirring in the Pittsburgh pen. Left, right. A lot of righties. Tommy Sisk throwing down there. Sisk, a right-hander. Here's Matthews now. Matthews, his 3-run homer, accounting for all of the Atlanta runs in this one. Cardwell working out of the stretch. That's going to be a 4-8. Base hit into center field. Open single. LeMaster stopping at 2nd. And here comes Harry Walker. He's not going to wait around for him to fatigue. One more hit or walk would fatigue him, but he's going to go to Sisk now. Cardwell just has not pitched well this year. Today, no exception. A little better today, maybe. Ends up going 5 1/3. 9 hits. 3 runs so far. 2 runners on are his responsibility. He walked 3. All 3 of the runs he gave up are unearned in his defense. And he struck out 2-3. So in comes Tommy Sisk. Made 23 starts in 1966. Let's take a look at his numbers as he gets loose. Woodward up, Aaron to follow. Sisk has made 5 of those 23 starts. He's also made 8 relief appearances. He's 4-2 with a 1.54 ERA. Early in the season, he was leading the league, but with only 46 2/3 innings, no longer qualifies. Still, quite a story. Dodgers still in first, Jeff. Here, let's look it up. They have a 4.5 game lead on Pittsburgh. Phillies certainly have the playoff tested starters. If I were in the playoffs trying to win 1 game, I think Wheeler would be my man. Here's Woody. He's 0 for 3 today. First and second, 1 down. Sisk on in relief. The windup and the pitch. That's going to be a 5-4 right-handed. Grounded to third base X. This could be 2. Pagan, a 325. Here's the play. On a 10, it's the E range. An 8 on a 25, and he's got it. Tamaz for 1. Nice turn to Clendenin. Double play. What a play by Pagan. So Sisk comes on and quells the rally. And Aaron does not get to the plate with runners on. That was a big pitch there by Tommy Sisk. We can close the book on Cardwell. That keeps the game close as we move to the bottom of the 6th. It'll be the top of the order for the Pirates. Batting leader Gene Alley, 2 for 2 today. LeMaster into the windup. 3-2, and he hits him. Holy crap, we got to roll for it. 2, a warning is issued on both sides. Not sure what that was all about. +2 battery, 17 held at 15. Here's Manny Mota, 1 for 2. That's right. That rule, by the way, courtesy of Ben Witz. Here's Mota, 1 for 2. Alley takes his lead. LeMaster from the stretch. That's going to be a 2-8 left-handed, and he walks him. The hit batter and a walk. LeMaster rated 8 for starter endurance, so that's not an issue. And here comes the heart of the order. Roberto Clemente steps to the plate. Don Clendenin to follow. Yeah, they knew how to knock him down in the 60s, unlike today. Clemente 0 for 2 on the day. LeMaster studying the signs. The full windup. The pitch to Roberto is a 3-3. Base hit into left field. Alley can try to score on that. He's rounding 14. Lewin left a -212. They're going to hold him up. And the Pirates will have the bases loaded with nobody out. That's going to get them stirring around in the Atlanta pen. Give me just a moment here to check the usage display on Atlanta. I know who I want. First guy in this game, in real life, was Umbach. We're not going to use him. Computer only card. Clay Carroll gets loose. Bases loaded, nobody out. Don Clendenon at the plate. Jim Pagliarone to follow. LeMaster in a real jam here, and now Carty's headed out to the mound. That might be the proper way. I don't recall. Okay, we're set to go now. This might be LeMaster's last hitter. Bases loaded. LeMaster, the full windup. Pitch to Clendenon, a 5-8 right-handed, and that's hit high and deep to left field. That's going to be over Alou's head. Triple to 2. That's going to be a double. Scoring is Alley. Scoring is Moda. Clemente rounding. 15 to center. Mac Jones is 0. They're going to send Clemente. Here's the throw to the plate. And he's out at the plate. Holy smoke. 2-run double by Clendenon ties the game, but a fine throw from Mac Jones in center. And Clemente is out at the plate. Clendenon at second, still only 1 out. And here comes Bobby Bragan, and that's going to do it for LeMaster. Clay Carroll coming in. 5 1/3 for LeMaster. 2, 3, 4, 6 hits. 3 runs so far. The runner at second, Clendenon, his responsibility. He walked 2 and hit a man. Struck out 6, all of those in the first 3 innings. And as Clay Carroll gets loose, let's take a look at his numbers. Carroll on the season, 3-4, 3 saves, 3.67. This is his 26th appearance. 2 of those were starts. The Umbach game, yes, unmitigated. That was a beauty, wasn't it? One of the best, I think, of this replay. If I was putting my top 10 together, that would definitely be automatically in there. 1 down, Clendenon with great speed at second, and here's Pagliarone. Carroll getting the sign. The pitch is a 4-12 righty. Grounded to first base X. That's Torrey. Torrey, a 3-5. Here's the play on a 3. He's not going to get it. He knocks it down but has no play. Stopping at third is Clendenon on the infield single by Jim Pagliarone. Runners at the corners now. Go ahead, run 90 feet away. And Jose Pagan, the batter. 3-3 ball game, bottom of the 6th. Let's see how they're going to play it now with a runner at third. As always, I'm looking at the ground ball A's. Looks like 14, 15, 20. They're going to play back. Carroll trying to get a ground ball out of Pagan. Here's the pitch on a 1-4. Fly to right field B ? Aaron makes the catch. Clendenin can tag. 16-18. Aaron -2 makes it a 16. They're sending him. Aaron's throw to the plate. He scores, and the Pirates take the lead on a sac fly by Jose Pagan. 4-3 Pirates now. And the batter, Andre Rogers. Rogers 1 for 2 as Carroll gets the sign. The pitch, a 4-6 right-handed, and that's banged into left center for a base hit. Triple to 3. Long single for Rogers, and Pagliarone rounds and heads for third. The Pirates taking it to him here in the 6th. Well, it certainly should be, Jeff. I don't know how actually they said it back then. I'm not familiar with Pagliarone. However, as an Italian, I can tell you that that's the way it should be pronounced. But you never know. Everything was Americanized in the early days. Canigliaro, a good example. That isn't correct, but that's how we say it. Carroll's pitch to Mazeroski. 4-5 right-handed, high and deep to left field. Going back is Alou. 2-6. And Alou makes the catch on the track. Holy smoke. Mazeroski almost got that one out of here. That would have blown the game open. As it is, the Pirates take the lead with 3 runs on 4 hits. They leave a pair. And through 6 complete, it's Pittsburgh 4, Atlanta 3. Canigliaro. G's are never pronounced in the Italian language. Think Don Corleone. That's funny, Frank. I don't know about that, but it's funny. All right, Sisk threw up that big double play grounder to end the top of the inning. Takes the mound for the 7th. Pirates leading by a run. Hank Aaron to lead it off. Aaron, of course, with 22 home runs, 2 for 2 with a walk today. Sisk into the windup. That's going to be a 5-6 righty, and pitching carefully to Aaron. He walks him for the 2nd time today. Well, he didn't walk him for the 2nd time, but 2 walks for Aaron. And once again, for the 4th time today, he's going to try to roll that 7. 0 battery now, so 17. Held at 17, trying to roll the 7. He does not get it. The pitch to Alou. Aaron takes his lead. Sisk out of the stretch. 5-9 righty, grounded to shortstop. Woodward to Mion for 1, on to first, not in time. It's a 6-4 force. Aaron erased. Alou to first, no threat to run. 1 down, and here's Mac Jones. Jones 1 for 3 today. Actually, Mangione would be right. So apparently there are exceptions to the rule. Well, you got me on spaghetti. I've mitigated. Okay. I think the GH has something to do with it, perhaps. I don't know. I'm not a language expert. Thanks, Jeff. Here's the pitch to Joe. 2-7 righty. Flies it to center field, playable for Moda, who makes the catch. Alou still at first with 2 down. Here's Torrey. Torrey 2 for 3 today, 6 from the stretch. That's going to be a 3-6 righty. It's a high fly ball to deep left field. Rogers turns around, and that one is long gone. Joe Torrey can touch them all. Scoring ahead of him, Felipe Alou. And the Braves take the lead again in this seesaw game, 5-4. Joe Torrey with his 9th home run of the season. Here's Cardi now, 1 for 3. The pitch from Sisk is a 2-6. That's ripped into left center for a base hit, double to 3. That's going to be a long single for Cardi. And the Braves hitting Sisk here suddenly. With 2 down, the hitter will be Felix Villon. Sisk's pitch to Villon. 2-8 right-handed, liner to short, single to 16. Alley knocks it down but has no play. It's going to be a single for Villon. Stopping at second is Cardi. And that's going to bring up the pitcher, Clay Carroll. Carroll, a 1 right-hander, who's only worked 2/3 of an inning. Let me think about this one. Braves are going to stick with Carroll, 2-out runner at, well, no, first and second. Well, they can't really, can they? It is 5-4. Let's see what they've got in the pen. Coming up would be, again, a lot of right-handers. Okay, Chichi Olivo begins to throw, and they're going to have a pinch hitter for Carroll. First and second, 2 down. The batter will be Dennis Menke will be the hitter. Menke hitting .261, 5 home runs, 20 RBIs. First and second runners take their lead. The pitch from Fisk. 5'6" righty, and he walks him, and the bases are loaded. Here comes Harry Walker. Looks like he's going to make a move. Pirates do not have a lefty in their pen. They could certainly use one here. At least they can go to a more balanced right-hander. They're going to go to Mickelson, and we're going to have a double switch. So in the 9 spot, Matty Alou's going to come in, take over in center. Moda will move to left. Rogers will come out, and Mickelson will go in the 7 spot. The long top of the 7th here. Braves on a 2-run homer from Joe Torre have taken a 5-4 lead and now have the bases loaded with 2 down. No, I'm sorry, only 1 out still. No, 2 out. 2 out is correct. Eddie Matthews at the plate. Bases loaded, nowhere to put him. Mickelson with the pitch. 4-6 lefty, and he walks him to force in a run. Cardi scores. Mion to third, Menke down to second. And the Braves bat around in the 7th. Still only 1 out. Here's Woody. Hank Aaron on deck. Woodward 0 for 4 today. Mickelson. Infield double play depth now. The pitch is a 2-8. Grounder to shortstop. Look at that plus. Alley to Mazeroski to Clendenin. Never mind, there's 2 outs. .63 side is retired. I don't know why I keep thinking there's only 1 out. And hello to Bill. Great crowd on hand today. So what we have here is 3 for the Braves on 3 hits. They leave the bases full. I believe that's the 2nd time today they've left the bases full. Yeah, they did it in the second inning as well. And we go to the stretch. The Braves leading 6-4. Olivo will take over pitching for the Braves when we come back. And right now, I couldn't have said it better on Mitigated. It's Mookie time. Let me get some coffee. Not much happening with Mook today. There he is. Mookie. Mook. Not a budge. And of course one of our sponsors, Schaefer. I remember that. Hey, buddy. Are you all tuckered out? Hello. Hello. Oh, that was a good one. Mookie. Mook. Just in time for his cat bath. Oh my goodness. I apologize, guys. I'm just beat today. As I mentioned earlier, with all that company, I haven't been going to the gym or anything, so I went today and overdid it. Needed it though, but man, got to get back in the groove. Refresh my screen here. I seem to be lagging big time. You know, I think he does know, Ben. David the dog we're talking about there, Frank. Yeah. That's the important one, Ben. Yeah. The coffee arm muscle. Molson Golden. For a light beer, I like the Modelo Gold. Let me see what's going on with my alignment here. I don't like that. Comes no surprise to you guys. Gotta make it a little straighter. No, I'm not OCD or anything of that nature. Okay, bottom of the seventh in a back and forth game. Worthy of yesterday's game, at least so far. Chichi Olivo coming on the year. He's been untouchable. 14 appearances, 4 saves, and a microscopic 0.41 ERA. You heard that right. 22 innings of work, 18 hits, no homers, just 4 walks allowed. Matty Alou came in the double switch, will lead it off for Pittsburgh. Matty on the season, .319 average, no homers, 13 RBIs. Olivo into the windup now. The pitch is a 6'9" left-handed. That's ripped into right center for a base hit, double to 5, and that is going to be a long single for Matty Alou. And here come the Pirates. Alou, star 15. The Braves with a +2 battery, 17 held at 15, and he's going to roll for the lead. He's out on an 11. Needs 3 through 8. 7, he's got the lead. 1 to 15, here he goes. Carty's throw down, and he's caught like a thief in the night. Can you believe it? Rico Carty guns down Alou, attempting to steal. Now I've seen it all. Frank, was that after the Mike Tyson incident? Gene Alley has not been retired today. Single, doubled, and was plunked his last time up. Olivo with the pitch on a 1-5. It's a liner to short, single to 13. That is going to be a base hit for Gene Alley. So that caught stealing looming large now. +2, 17 held at 15, and 8 automatic caught, however. And the batter will be Manny Mota with 1 away. Olivo out of the stretch. Pitch to Mota on a 5-2. That's going to be a high fly ball to left field, 1 through 12. Alou back at the track, at the wall. Manny Mota has just tied this ball game with a 2-run home run. Holy cow, let's look at that again. 5-2 righty. He does have end power only against righties. Can you believe it? That's the 5th home run of the season for Manny Mota. And we're all tied up at 6. What a game. Manny Mota. This is too much fun today. Maybe because I'm tired. I don't know. It is fun, isn't it? Here's Roberto Clemente. 1 down. Clemente 1 for 3. Olivo into the windup. That's a 5-8 righty. Grounded to short, fielded by Woodward. Across to Torrey. 2 down. And here's Clendenin. Clendenin doubled his last time up. 1 for 3. Now the fans are calling for a curtain call from Mota as he steps out of the dugout and tips his cap. Olivo getting set now. Clendenin standing in from the right side. Here's the full count offering on a 2-5. He rips that into the left center gap. Double to 6. That's going to be a 2-base hit for Don Clendenin, his 2nd double of the game. And here come the Pirates. Batter will be Pagliarone, 1 for 2 with a walk. One for 2 with a walk. Olivo with the pitch. 2-10. That's going to be a single to 19. Liner to short. That's going to be a single. Holding at 3rd is Clendenin. 1st and 3rd, 2 down. And Jose Pagan will be the batter. So the Pirates jumping all over Olivo, who once again came in with a 0.41 ERA. I guess it was due. Pagan 0 for 2 with a sac fly. Olivo comes set. The pitch on a 6-10 right-handed grounder down to first. Torrey will take it to the bag, and that'll do it. But the Pirates tie it up on a 2-run blast from Manny Mota. 2 runs, 5 hits, 2 left. And how big was that caught stealing? An impressive peg by Rico Cardi? Mickelson due to lead off the bottom of the 8th. He will pitch the top of the inning. That was Sister Sledge, I think. A one-hit wonder. Not my kind of music, Bill. Hank Aaron will start off the 8th in a tie ball game. Aaron singled twice, walked twice. Mickelson getting the sign from Pagliarone. Here's the pitch now. It's a 2-6 righty. Called strike 3. Aaron doesn't like it. Down he goes. Here's Felipe Alou now, 0 for 4. Mickelson, the windup and the pitch. It's a 1-6. That's going to be hit into the left center. Base hit, triple to 7. And Alou digging for third. The throw. He's in there with a triple. And that was the only thing this game was missing so far. So a 1-out triple for Alou, and the Pirates will bring the infield in for Mac Jones. Joe Torre on deck. Infield in, Mickelson into the windup. The pitch to Jones on a 5-10 left-handed grounder to short X. That's the Gold Glover alley. 2-17. Here's the play. On an 11, E-range. It's a 3 on a 17, and ouch. It's going to be an error on alley, his second of the game, and the Braves take the lead. Holy cow. Crucial error by Alley. Jones 15 held on at 13. 0 hold, 0 arm. And the batter is Torrey. Jones takes his lead from the stretch. It's a 6-10 right-handed shallow pop fly to center. Mota coming in, waiting on it now, and puts it away. Big out for Mickelson. He still has to get through Cardi, who's 2 for 4. Yeah, that would drive me nuts, Bill. I feel you. I truly do. In general, I don't care for pop music. I mean, there's ones from my youth that are kind of the nostalgia thing, but other than that. Mickelson ready to work with Cardi. Here we go. 6-8. Cardi bangs a base hit into center field. Jones can go to third with 2 down. 15-17. Alua plus 219. They're going to send him, and the Pirates will cut it off. So runners at the corners, 2 down, and here's me on. Mickelson rated 3 for endurance. No issues there. Don Schwall throwing. Here's the pitch to me on. 5-5 swung on and missed, strike 3. 2 punch-outs for Mickelson, but the Braves pull ahead with a single run on 2 hits and leave a pair. Let's recreate that now. Triple, out. That run also unearned, charged to Mickelson, who I failed to write in. Let's do that now, shall we? Okay, Mickelson's in. We can close the book on Sisk. Sisk worked 2/3 of an inning, it looks like. So Carroll worked 2/3. Olivo has worked an inning. Pitcher's spot, Mazeroski, Alou. Olivo will start the inning. Meanwhile, down in the Braves bullpen, righty Ted Abernathy, left-hander Billy Odell getting loose. And the Pirates will start off with a pinch hitter for Mickelson. No, because he pitched here. Never mind. So 2 more. That's wrong for Sisk. The whole line is wrong for Sisk. Sorry about that. Let me get it together here. So Sisk, then he got 2 outs in this inning. No, he got 1 out in this inning. So 1 inning for Sisk. 3 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, no strikeouts. So Mickelson 1 2/3. He came in here. Gave up 2 hits and a run. Walked 1. Struck out 2. Pitcher left, right. We'll see. Face joins Schwall just in case. And grabbing a bat, who else? Mr. Wilver Darnell Stargell. Stargell pinch hit in this game in real life. On the season, 283, 12 home runs, 37 RBIs. Pirates trail by a run, bottom of the 8th. Olivo into the windup. Pitch to Stargell on a 4-6. He walks him. Tying run is aboard. Stargell, a surprisingly acceptable 1 through 12 runner. And the batter is Mazeroski. Let's check the Pirate bench. There's no speed on the bench. Maz 0 for 3, a terrible bunter. Olivo out of the stretch now. Here's the pitch to Maz. It's a 5-4, fly to center field X. That's going to be a tough play for Jones. 3-E-7. Going to his left now. Here's the play on a 6. He can't get it. That's down for a base hit, and Stargell rounds and goes into third. The tying run now just 90 feet away. The go-ahead run at first base. And the batter, Matty Olu. Visit on the mound. Runners at the corners, nobody out. Here's Olu. Olu does not ground into double plays, and the Braves will bring the infield in. Olivo with the pitch. That's going to be a 5-3 left-handed fly ball to left field X. That's his brother, Felipe, 2-E-7. Here's the play on a 13 error rate. It's a 5 on a 7. That's going to be a 2-base error, and a run will score. This game's tied up again. First Atlanta error. Stargell scores, Mazeroski to third. Now the go-ahead run is 90 feet away. The Braves have to do something. I'm not sure what. They're going to go to Odell. And we'll look for a double switch for the Braves. We'll do the most obvious one. Mian will exit. And on to play second base in the 9 spot, Frank Bowling. Incredible game today. I want to thank everybody for being here. I was just thinking that, Bill. It's a manual entry nightmare. Okay, let's look at Odell's numbers. 3-2, a pair of saves, 3.75. Intriguingly, backwards left-hander. He's on to face Gene Alley, Manny Mota in the on-deck circle. Second and third, nobody out in a tie ball game. And the Braves will bring the infield in for Alley. Odell into the windup. The pitch to Gene Alley's a 5-2, grounded to second base X. That's bowling, just inserted into the game. Doesn't that figure? 3E16. On A7, he's got it, and with the infield in, that'll save a run. That's the first out of the inning. And here comes Manny Mota, Roberto Clemente on deck. Infield will remain in for Mota. Odell gets the sign. The pitch to Mota on a 3-9. Grounder to the pitcher B. They've got the lead man at the plate. Odell comes home and nails Mazeroski. To third is Alou. 2 clutch outs here by Odell. He's still got to get through Clemente. 7 up, 2 down, runners at the corners. Odell is pitched to Roberto, 6-7 right-handed, fly to center field. That's playable for Jones, and Odell comes in and extinguishes the rally. What a job by Billy Odell. The Pirates tie it with a run on 1 hit. They leave a pair. And let's see, walk, single, error. So their run's unearned 2. That run charged to Olivo. So Olivo 1+. Six hits. It wasn't Olivo's day. Wait, somebody's missing a run. It's LeMaster. He came in here, walked 1. No strikeouts. LeMaster should have been charged with 4 runs. And we go to the 9th, tied at 7. Nicholson was hit for. Give me a moment here while I check the Pirate pin. They really want this one. They're going to go to Roy Face. Face getting warmed up for the 9th. On the year, 3-2, 9 saves, 3.16. That's right, Bill. Thank you. In fact, Vern Law in real life pinch hit in this game. There he is, right there, Law. Wild game today. Frank Bowling will start off the 9th. He came in that double switch. Face ready to go to work. Bowling on the season. 263, no homers, 9 RBIs. Face into the windup. Pitches a 2-7, grounder to short, fielded by Alley. Across to Clendenin, 1 down. Here's Matthews now. 2 hits and a walk. 3-run homer way back in the 4th. Face into the windup on a 6-4 left-handed. Oh my goodness. Swung on and missed strike 3, but would you look at that? Yeah. Here's Woodward now 0 for 5 today. His face comes set. Pitch to Woody on a 1-8 righty. Comebacker. Face knocks it down, picks it up, and tosses it to Clendenin to complete a 1-2-3 ninth. Bottom of the ninth, the Pirates will try to walk it off against Billy O'Dell. Not much left in their pen. They do have the closer Abernathy. With all the right-handers due up, they're going to stick with O'Dell. It is a wild one, yet Mookie sleeps through the whole thing. Okay, fasten your seatbelts. We're going to the bottom of the ninth. Clendenin, Pagliarone, and Pagan due for the Pirates. Clendenin 2 for 4 with a pair of doubles. O'Dell into the windup. Pitch is a 3-9 lefty. Cold strike 3. Oh, Clendenin not happy about it. Here's Pagliarone now. He's 2 for 3 with a walk. The pitch from O'Dell is a 1-6 left-handed. Flies it into straightaway center. Mac Jones gliding over and makes the catch. And it'll be up to Pagan, or we're going to extra ones. O'Dell's pitch to Pagan on a 5-6. Swung on and missed strike 3, and we're going to the 10th inning. Holy crap. What a freaking ball game. Face's second inning of work, his first endurance inning. And the heart of the Braves order coming to bat. Hank Aaron to start it off. Aaron 2 for 3 with a pair of walks. Oh, he pinched around and scored. Okay, I just list the bench guys. So yeah, that makes sense. How about that, O'Dell, Frank? 6 up, 6 down. Here's the always dangerous Henry Aaron. Face into the windup. Pitch to Aaron is a 4-4 righty. Pops it up to shallow center. Coming on is Alou and makes the catch. 1 down. Alou 1 for 5. The pitch from Face is a 2-6 righty. Grounder down to third. Fielded there by Pagan. Across to Clendenin. 2 down. And here's Mac Jones. Jones a big part of this game with that excellent throw to the plate to cut down a runner. 1 for 5 at the plate. Pitch to Jones is a 2-11. Grounder to first. Clendenin has it. Tosses it to Face. Covering. And it's another 1-2-3 inning for Roy Face. And we go to the bottom of the 10th. O'Dell, a 3-inning reliever. This is his first endurance inning now. They're going to stick with him. And Face to lead it off. They'll have to pinch hit. So with the righties coming up, quick check of the Pittsburgh pen. And Al McBean starts to throw. 2 flawless innings from Roy Face with 1 strikeout. And now we need a hitter for the Pirates. Really only one option, one good option anyway, and that's Bob Bailey. Bailey, who's been cold as ice lately. Listed at the top of the page in his last 10 games, 5 for 25 without an RBI. On the season, Bailey at .286, 5 homers, 20 RBIs. Odell into the windup. Pitch to Bailey. That's a 2-6 left-handed, and he walks him. The leadoff man is aboard. The winning run is aboard. Odell with that -5 hole. That balances out Carty's +3 arm, makes Bailey an 11. Bill Mazeroski is the batter. He squares to bunt. He's a D on an 8. And he bunts it into the force play to first base. Hate to bunt with a D. I really felt that was the play there. So Mazeroski at first now, 1 down. Sometimes you got to gamble with a D bunter. Here's a Lou now. Singled, reached on an error. Left on left matchup. The pitch is a 3-9, grounder to second base. No. Mion has it. Only play is to first. And Mazeroski moves into scoring position. Winning run at second base, 2 down, Gene Alley at the plate. Manny Mota to follow. Alley 3 hits today, 3 for 4 and a hit by pitch. Odell gets his sign. The pitch to Gene Alley. 6-5, fly ball to right field, playable. Aaron is there, and we're going to the 11th. Al McBean coming in, the 5th Pittsburgh hurler of the game. (2-0) on the year, 19 appearances, 2.76 ERA. And let's see here. I'm going to take a short break. Top off my coffee. I'm not sure at what temperature I stopped drinking coffee, but obviously 97 isn't it? Check in on the chat for a minute. 19 brave souls still hanging in there. Frank, somebody hand Frank a Tums. Torrey Carty on the pitcher's spot, due for the Braves. Torrey 3 hits on the day, including a 2-run homer in the 7th. McBean ready to go to work. The pitch to Torrey is a 3-10, fly to left field, playable. That's going to be Mota making the play. One away, here's Rico Carty. Carty 3 for 5 today. McBean into the windup. 3-5, grounder back to McBean. He's got it. Takes a couple steps to first and tosses it to Clendenin for the second out. And now we got a pinch hit for Odell. He's worked 3 innings anyway. Hell of a job by Odell. No hits, a walk. 2 strikeouts. And it'll be Abernathy. Abernathy getting loose. Let's see what we got left on the bench. Gary Geiger grabs the bat and strides to the plate. Just ask Bob Costas about Gary Geiger, or actually his doctor friend, to be more accurate. I'm going to refresh my screen. I'm lagging again. Geiger on the year, 273, 4 home runs, 11 RBIs, 2 down, nobody on. The pitch from McBean. That's a 6-8 left-handed, and he bangs that into center field for a 2-out single. So Geiger comes through off the bench. No threat to run. And the batter is Frank Bowling. Geiger a lead from first. McBean out of the stretch. That's going to be a 6-6 righty. Grounder to short. Alley coming in on it. On the run, he is out. Nice play, Gene Alley. No runs a hit, 1 left for Atlanta. We go to the bottom of the 11th. And Ted Abernathy will come in to pitch for Atlanta. The 5th Brave pitcher of the game. With the Braves, 0-1, 6 saves, all in 7 appearances, and has yet to allow a run in 8 innings of work. For the season as a whole, 0-2, 11 saves, and a 2.55, including his time with the Braves and the Cubs. Mota, Clemente, and Clendenin due up. Both these bullpens about to be empty. Okay. Mota 2 for 4 with a walk. A big home run in the 7th. Here's the windup and the pitch from Abernathy. That's going to be a 4-6 fly to right field playable for Aaron. He glides over and makes the catch. Here's Clemente now. Clemente 1 for 5 today. Abernathy gets the sign. The windup and the pitch. 3-8 called strike 3. Abernathy strikes out Clemente. And it'll be up to Clendenin in the bottom of the 11th. Abernathy into the windup now. 3-8 righty. Bangs a base hit up the middle. It's a 2-out single for Clendenin. -2, +3, +1, 16 held on at 14 for Clendenin. They got to gamble. He's rolling for it. And I lost my crowd noise. What the heck is this? Clendenin rolling for lead. 2 through 6 for 12. He's out on a 10. 10, he's caught stealing. Can you believe it? Rico Cardi guns down another potential base stealer, and we're going to the 12th. And at this point, We better split that box in half. Does anybody want to win this game? Well, hello, George Costanza. Did you bring your good friend Keith Hernandez? Second inning of work for McBean. Top of the order for the Braves. That's right, Joel. Yeah, we got Cosmo and George. Anybody want to sign up as Jerry or Elaine? Matthews, homer and a single. He's 2 for 4 with a walk. McBean into the windup. The pitch on a 1-7, and he draws a leadoff walk. The batter will be Woody, who is 0 for 6. An A bunter, the Pirates will pull him in as Woody drops it down as a B. 5B, that'll get it done as he bunts it to the pitcher, only play to first. So Matthews in scoring position with one down, Henry Aaron at the plate. And the Pirates are going to put him on. I apologize to the Braves fans. I should have looked ahead and saw that before I put down the bunt. This is Cosmo. Well, that makes more sense. Okay, first and second, it's Felipe Alou. Alou 1 for 6 on the game. McBean into the windup. The pitch is a 1-7. That's going to drive in a run. Double to 5. 2-star single scores Matthews, and the Braves take the lead. Aaron all the way to third. Alou not held at first. I get it now, Cosmo. Ah, there he is. Thank you. That's right, Frank. I agree. Here's Jones now. 1 out. The Pirates will pull the infield in. McBean into the windup. Nobody throwing in the Pittsburgh 10. 1-11, and he hits him. Oh my goodness. We roll for it. So he's thrown out, isn't he? Checking with Ben on this. This is his rule. There was a warning issued. Nope. Okay, Ben, explain, please. Because the warning was issued to the Braves. Waiting on a ruling here. So McBean's out, correct? When the warning's issued, the next hit by pitch, the pitcher is thrown out. Okay, warnings go to both benches, so McBean is tossed. There's already been a warning. And Don Schwall will come in. He'll be given all the time he needs to warm up. That leaves the uncarded Bob Perky in the pen. In a desperate situation, they could go to Vern Law. But for now, it'll be Schwall. Braves lead at 8-7. Bases loaded, 1 out. Joe Torre at the plate. Don Schwall on the season. 3-0, 2.95. 7 relief appearances, 4 starts. Here's Torre, 3 hits including a home run. Schwall ready to go to work. It's a 2-7 righty, and he walks him to force in a run. Aaron scores, who was walked intentionally. A good lesson on the intentional walk, I would say, and why I disdain them. Here's Cardi now. Bases loaded, 1 down. The pitch from Schwall is a 6-4 righty. Grounder, third base X. Tough chance for Pagan. 325. Here's the play. That's going to be a 2. He's not going to get it. That's a single. 2 runs will score, and the Braves blow it open in the top of the 12th. 2-run single for Cardi. Alou scores. Mac Jones scores. All the way to third goes Joe Torre. And it's 11-7. At this point, Abernathy, a D bunter, squares to bunt. 11D, he pops it up to first base, runners hold. And it'll be Frank Bowling as the Braves bat around in the top of the 12th. Schwall with the pitch. That's going to be a 5-8 grounder to short. Alley has it, throws him out. And that ends the top of the 12th. But the Braves strike for 4 runs on just 2 hits. There were 3 walks, one of them intentional. There was a hit batter. I would say defensive replacements for the Braves, but all they've got on the bench is the other catcher, Gene Oliver, and Mike Delahose, or Delahose. So Abernathy stayed in to hit so he could pitch the bottom of the 12th. It does feel like yesterday's, Frank, although in my opinion, this was a better game, and yesterday wasn't bad at all. Pagliarone, Pagan, and a pinch hitter. Abernathy trying to lock it down. Pagliarone 2 for 4 with a walk. Abernathy into the windup on a 4-8, swung on and missed, strike 3. Here's Pagan, Pirate bench week 2. Jerry Lynch, Jesse Gonder. The pitch to Pagan. 4-7, and he walks him. Not what you want to do when handed a 4-run lead. And we'll have a batter for Schwall. Let's see who's the better of the 2. That's going to be Jerry Lynch. Lynch on the year 2 for 10. Abernathy out of the stretch. 2-5, called strike 3. And the Pirates down to their final out. The Braves about to sweep a 4-game series from Pittsburgh. A 3-game series. It's up to Bill Mazeroski. Abernathy set now. 4-5 righty, grounder to short X. That's Woody, 334. Here's the play. On a 4, he can't get it. That's going to be an infield single for Mazeroski. Stopping at second is Pagan. Pirates need one more base runner to get the tying run to the plate. And the batter is Matty Alou. Pirates not going down easy. 2 down, first and second. Abernathy checks the runners. Now the windup and the pitch is a 3-7 liner to second. Single on a 1, and that's the ball game. Alou hit it right at bowling. $7-11 or doubles to get out. And we did get out. Totals in a moment, if I can. Holy crap. Almost a 2-hour game. McBean 1 1/3. He takes the loss. 2 hits, 2 walks, 1 intentional and hit a batter. 3 runs charged to McBean. 4 runs charged to McBean. Two innings from Abernathy. So Abernathy's the winning pitcher. McBean takes the loss. For Abernathy, 2 hits, no runs. No walks, 3 strikeouts. I have to go here to check his record. That's his first win. He's 1-2. For Al McBean, the loss drops him to 2-1. Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you, Frank. Cardy's a good choice for player of the game. Well, thanks, Jeff. Hopefully I can read it well enough to enter this one. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, everybody. Braves with 11 runs, 12, 14, 17 hits, 1 error. Pirates 7 runs, 16 hits, 2 errors. 33 hits. What did we have yesterday? 30 hits. A 10-inning game that was 12-7. A lot of offense lately. Sloppy Joes sound good, Ben. I'm in agreement with Frank on this one. A lot of good hitting performances, obviously, but I'm going to go with Rico Cardy. 4 hits, 2-run single in the 12th, put it away, and he gunned down 2 runners attempting to steal. Cementing his job as the backstop. No, I'm just kidding. He will not be catching for much longer. That I can tell you. Tomorrow we're going to wrap up June the 12th on the schedule, and we've got, as if we needed any more excitement, we've got the Dodgers at the Giants. Don Drysdale and Juan Marichal. Usual time. Okay, I got to get some lunch, fellas. This is a long one, and I am exhausted. I was tired anyway from the gym. Holy cow. But what a great game. I had a blast. Thanks to everybody for watching. Have a great evening, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.